All right, now we go to Houston now for our next story. A new plastic composite could soon make it possible to produce better tanks for natural gas vehicles and keep soft drinks from going flat. These are just a few of the possible uses of graphene, a one-atom thick layer of graphite.
Graphene and other materials are being tested by researchers in Houston, as VOA's Flakus told On Assignment's Rebecca Ward. Let's check it out.
The idea is that in nanotechnology, the chemists go down to the level of the atom. They actually go down to a level you really can't see. The best they can do to see it is with electron microscopes, sometimes after they've manipulated something, or even sometimes in the process, they can see the actual molecules they're working with, but it's very difficult. And so basically what they do is work the way chemists always have, mixing chemicals together and trying to create something new. But what they've been able to do with nanotechnology in recent years is create structures that are far stronger. For example, a thread, a very thin thread that's as strong as a steel cable. What's interesting in this case is this is an actual application that may be used commercially very soon.
This piece of plastic film may look flimsy, but it's tough, according to Rice University nanotechnology researcher Zhengsheng Xiang.
The film is very strong and also is very flexible. So you see, we can stretch it to this extent. And actually it can goes like 700% of the original.
The researchers here have added graphene ribbons no more than an atom thick to block tiny passageways between molecules.
In the case of a bottle, like a bottle like this that has pressurized gas in the beverage, in the bottle, the gas molecules are smaller and they can slip around in between the molecules of the plastic and escape. And so the idea would be to put these ribbons in a place or places in between to block them. Now, there'll still be some escape. Nothing is totally impermeable, but it slows the process and makes those molecules work harder, I guess, in a way, one way of putting it, to try to get out.
I think one of the more interesting applications was the idea that this could be used in natural gas cars.
The natural gas car has several advantages, one being that it emits, I think, about 40% less carbon. It also is much cheaper right now because we have an abundance of natural gas that's come about because of the technology that's been developed in the oil and gas industry.
Graphene could also provide a solution to the problem of large, heavy fuel tanks in natural gas vehicles.
Instead of having the tank be like a sausage shaped that takes up a lot of area of the trunk, is to make the tank conformal. So in other words, make it like tubes, make it like intestines that could snake through different areas.
Well, I'm kind of curious because Rice University, of course, is a center of learning where this research lab is. But I'm wondering what makes them choose this application of nanotechnology versus another one? I mean, did somebody just stumble on it and say, wow, this is really strong?
Scientists are always looking at questions that come up. And they will look at materials, for example, and they will say, well, I wonder if we tried, using this that we've discovered, if this would help in this situation. For example, the graphene ribbons, they had already developed, and a lot of these things they had developed in the lab, but didn't really have an application for them. They just were developing them in pure science terms. And so what they've done in this case is they looked at it and they said, well, what if we used these that we already have developed and tried embedding them in plastic to see if this would, solve the problem of impermeability. And then they proceed from there in experiments, trying it and seeing if it will work. And eventually they got to the point where they saw that it would work.
VOA's Greg Flakus in Houston. Now, a fun fact for you, Imran, and for our viewers out there, graphene could actually also be used to make plastic bottles capable of containing beer as well, which up to now has had to be in glass bottles or cans to keep it from going flat. So some interesting developments
It's
there.
amazing. Forward march of technology is such a beautiful thing, especially when we talk about beer bottles.